So students, this is the complete story named Mrs. Flowers of Maya Angelou. Guys, once again before entering into the story, I would like to share some points about Maya Angelou. In my previous lecture, I told you the background or a brief biography of Maya Angelou, that she was a Negro, she was black, and she was African American. She was one of the popular and renowned authors. Simultaneously, she was a social activist, and she struggled, lifelong struggle. She struggled for the rights of the black people against the white, because she never tolerated the segregation between the white and black. So Maya Angelou, one of her famous and popular books, the name of the book, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sing. It is mentioned in your book. The students, those who have the book, it is mentioned there, you can see. And those who don't have, when you will purchase the book later on, then you can see at the bottom or at the end of the story, it is written that it is abridged from the poem of Maya Angelou, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. So this line, it has a depth, it has a meaning. Why the caged bird means it is a symbolic line. Caged bird symbolic. Cage means bondage, in captivity. Captivity not in prison. That means it is lack of liberty. Black people, they didn't have liberty. They were overpowered by the white people in America during that time. And simultaneously, where Nelson Mandela, he was fighting in South Africa for the rights of the black, because South Africa, it was the British colony during that time. And that is, at the same time, the same phenomena, it was going in America. So that is why Maya Angelou, she was herself personally, she was tortured by the white, and the whole black community, that means the Negroes, they were tortured. During that time, Negroes, they had to do menial work as slaves. They were kept as slaves. They were supplied all over the world as slaves. So that is why Maya Angelou, she is very much successful to present her views or to reveal her expression or views through her stories. And most of the stories or poems, those are autobiographical. So guys, this only I was wanting to share with you, though it is not mentioned in your book, but you should know why Maya Angelou, she has written the autobiographical stories, and she has presented many rational characters in her stories, and those stories have appeared as real. Characters are all fictitious, those are imaginary characters, but those stories appear before the readers as real, because those are based on Maya Angelou's life, his personal life, her personal life, her struggle for the black, because she was the activist in America. So this is the surplus one I have shared with you. So remember these points regarding the author. Then today I have started from that both Mrs. Flowers and Angelo. They entered, and when Mrs. Flowers, she got inside, or she proceeded towards her kitchen, she took the bag from Margaret, and during that time Margaret, she was just observing in a hurry the drawing room. Each and every object of the drawing room she was observing in hurry, and with immense care and with immense attention. All the photographs, those became brown. Why brown? Because those photographs were old, quite old. The color was changed. Those became brown. Some lines are there where the author, she has highlighted humor and wit. So the photographs are brown, and as if they are looking, all the pictures, that they are looking their appearance as they are threatening to Margaret. It was a sort of threat to Margaret. So, and the curtains were white in the drawing room, and Margaret, he was gobbling each and every setup of the drawing room, so that when she will leave Mrs. Flowers' house, she will narrate everything to her sister Bailey, and they will laugh, and Bailey will place those things before Margaret in a very amusing or humorous manner. So these are the amusing or humorous aspects of the story which Margaret, she was observing. Meanwhile, once again Mrs. Flower, she comes with a platter, means a tray, and it was covered with a towel, tea towel, and she removed the towel, and cookies were placed with lemonade. And Margaret, she enjoyed the cookies and the lemonade simultaneously. Both she enjoyed, and after taking cookies and lemonade, then Mrs. Flower, she handed over a thick book which she picked up from a bookshelf and bookcase or bookshelf, and she handed before handed over to Margaret, she opened the page of the book and she started reciting a poem before Margaret. And the poem, the way she was reading the poem and way she was reciting the poem, it was fabulous. Margaret, actually, she could not understand the lines, or she could not understand the diction of the poem, but she could understand the rhythm or the rhyme style, how Mrs. Flowers, she was reading the poem, up and down, the note of the poem, her technique, how she was reading, she could understand. It was, she felt very nice from inside, and from inside she was thinking also simultaneously that how fabulous manner it was, how nicely she was reading or she was reciting the poem from that thick book. After she completed or finished her recitation, she handed over the book to Margaret with an advice that you read this book, read the poem loudly and memorize it, and when you will come for the next time or come next time, then I will hear from you. But from inside Margaret, she was a little bit nervous because it was a home assignment on behalf of Mrs. Flowers.